Hello, welcome to Mahala Monday. I hope you're doing well. And is it the first one in August?
It is our first one in August.
Welcome to August.
Definitely welcome to August. Hoping you're sitting with your glass tea. Right?
This is Rhoda. And the with what
You be
in May.
stuck in June as well. It's that my head now. I mean,
Christmas
so
is
yeah.
around the corner.
Oh, can you see now? Google, I have to go and say that.
Yeah, Christmas is around the corner. But it's an interactive show. Of course, you're going to have questions. You're going to have comments. Maybe you want to raise a topic. Rhoda will be gladly, since she's in June, she will be keen to discuss it. I'm in May, so, you know. To the is feeling this because in the let me to the with us just at the bottom of the screen, of course, where you are now week and all of that, Friday week back and all of that. What did you make of the opening ceremony? Let me, because there's been so many
oh my gosh.
people saying differently. I liked it. I liked the whole little riverboat thing. I like that. I thought it was like, you know, you're all used to it, but it was something.
I was not used
The
to
thing
it.
I liked about it, show the city.
Exactly. It was just the dynamic. The only thing that really I was standing and okay, people, you know that, and because I wanted to see how they lit how they lit the torch,
flame,
the flame.
yeah.
What an ending! Oh
Yeah,
wow,
like
it was good. It was, for me personally, I enjoyed it. It was a little bit too long for my liking, but I liked it. I like it. It was different. It was different. It was different. There was a lot of obviously back and forth of people on internet and social media that was going ablaze regarding, obviously there's a lot of topics going on. You people know what I'm talking about. Those that don't know, go look at social media regarding it. But for me, it was beautiful. It represented Paris.
Yeah, I quite liked it. I thought, you know what I mean? Like, when I saw the comments, and I know what you're talking about, when people like really slating it, I also went, oh, okay, but I never
saw it like that.
I never saw it like it. I really enjoyed the spectacle, so maybe it was just my ignorance or naivety to a degree. But out of the lighting of the torch, is that what we call it, where they, you know?
Yeah.
How did you rate this one compared to previous Olympics?
The balloon?
Yeah.
Hot air balloon? It was a symbol of love for me, because you always kind
So
of couples
right.
go, yes,
no,
for me
not
it
my
was
favorite.
fine.
I'm
For
not
me
going
it
to
was
criticize.
fine.
It was a bit boring. The Sydney Olympics was good with Kathy Freeman and they had all water and all of that. That was cool. The ook in Beijing ran on the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
And then the dude in 92 Barcelona who bow and arrow,
that
man.
was cool. That was cool. Yeah.
The archer, yeah, that was cool. That was
So so the love balloon, the whole concept of the science of the heat having to lift.
it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. And there's a familiar face, especially if you live in the coast in South Africa.
Look at another thing that was going on. Everybody was going on about their uniforms, the jackets and the trousers.
Fine.
The pants, that was another thing. I actually had a closer look at it, and I saw there was design pants. Basically, there was
They
logos
look
on it.
brilliant.
So they were looking.
Do I need to remind people when we walked out with the Crocs what we looked like? We looked fine. We all remember Croc Day. Nothing wrong with Crocs, man. I own Crocs. I'm just saying, but it just looked. Everybody was like.
You know what I was stressing about, Dougal, and I'm being honest with you, it was everybody on the boats like it, and everybody was getting wet. And I thought to myself, the following day, you guys are competing. I mean, for me, it's always a case of, yes, get seasick. I was I mean, some of these little boats, did you see that? They were rocking. I was like, ooh, just there and then I'll be getting sick. So I was very worried actually about that. How was this going to affect the Olympics? Was it going to be sick people are we going to start another epidemic? All these stupid things was going through my head, seeing these poor people getting wet. But yeah, it was interesting.
I liked it. I think the
it.
only people who got seasick were rowers and the swimmers.
Definitely. We're going to come back to the Olympics. So at this point, we're really just going to celebrate, obviously, Women's Month. So we want to highlight that, and there you can see us women. Yeah, baby. So it is obviously, for just a recap, obviously, what it's all about. It is basically coming Friday, August the 9th, is Women's Day. We remember that more than 20,000 women who marched to the Union Building in Pretoria, that for you, Jabbar, against the extension of past laws for black South Africans back on the 9th of August in 1956. So just remember that, and all these women stood up and said, no, this is not happening. They signed a petition and carried this to the Union Building. So, you know, it was a very big moment for us.
Yeah, and it was women from all over, do you know what I mean? From all different religious groups, heritage groups, cultural groups, color, whatever, you know what I mean? It was like a whole thing. But it's not only that day, it is also the meaningful and positive role that women every day contribute within society. So it is that as well, and that is why this month is there, and that's why it's almost like deja vu, because we always have this conversation around about this time where as men we got to do more. But you know what? I think the problem is rooted in the thing when we say as men we got to do more, as people we got to do more. There's no difference here. If you are colorblind, you should clearly be gender blind too.
Exactly.
And this is really what it's about. But it is acknowledging the input, acknowledging the effort, and try to, because we can't still be talking gender-based violence.
Exactly.
We can't still be talking that. That is something. And I must say, although still very prevalent, I must say it's less in my face in terms of news, media, what I read, less in my face.
So true. And me personally, I think it's because of the fact that it's being highlighted, it's out there, people are being aware of it.
And this is great if it is the case.
And I think women are feeling more empowered that they're able to open their voices. It's actually a place to go to at the end of the day. Do you think that's kind of happening right now?
I think so, but I also think there's a societal shift. There's a societal... just got this stuck. I think there's a shift, which speaks to something else. You mentioned this to me, and I've noticed it, and a lot of people talk about it. If you look at graduates today, coming out. Now, let's say there's 100 students that graduate a certain degree, course, whatever it is they studied. 80% upwards would be female in terms of the graduates.
Yeah.
This is what we're looking at. So in terms that multiple deprivation, in terms of being economically challenged, challenged, geographically challenged, education, that's slowly diminishing. Who is now challenged when it comes to fire? Males. This is it in terms of the opportunity. So this is very, very important. This is very important. But I think we're making progress. But we're obviously not making. One case is way too many in it, so we're clearly not making any decent progress yet.
And you know what's the theme for this? One is basically the theme women's social, economic rights and empowerment. So building back better for women's improved resilience. So I think that speaks to exactly our economy, having to uplift our economy and having to uplift our women to give them those positions, because you know what, women are becoming more out there and becoming more important role in our economy.
Oh, you printed this for us?
Yes.
Yeah, I am making up stuff.
That's there, Dougal, it's there. I do believe we have a comment.
Hello, comment. A woman's strength knows no bounds. Happy Women's Day month.
Friday and the month. Well done, you.
Thank you, Hubert.
So celebrating women at the end of the day. And you know what, Dougal, I just feel that a lot of women also don't necessarily empower the next generation. Because,
you think so?
Yeah, I'm finding that in certain cultures, in certain places, that a lot of women tend to forget that they also started sometimes at the bottom and that they struggle to get to the top. So for me, I feel that if you're a woman and you're in power, you need to uplift the next woman. You need to uplift. So because we as women can only stand together if we uplift and assist each other. So, you know, I just want to say for the ladies out there, please,
but Rhoda, doesn't that just generally happen? Isn't that just generally part of Ubuntu, that Because, I mean, and not to get personal, but I mean, I look at you and let's say your children,
Yeah.
and you have a daughter.
Yeah.
You kind of empower, so you
Oh,
do
yeah.
that.
Oh,
you do that
yeah.
with your sisters, with cousins, with other, because I've seen you operate. That does happen, but I mean, that's speaking to you.
Yeah.
Do you think the older generation didn't do it? Like, let's say our parents, grandparents. No, let's throw them under the bus because it's a different opinion here. Do you know what I mean? Because at the time, because I grew up in an era when, you know, and the rest their souls, but my grandmother did everything for my grandfather.
That is true, Dugald. And I think that's exactly what me also, if you look at it, our generation prior to us were always like, you put your man first, you must make dish his food, wash his clothes, iron his clothes. You know, that kind of, there's a shift.
Yeah.
Because me, personally, like you said, believe in independence. I believe a woman must have a driver's license. I believe a woman should be able to do things for herself, because I always believe that you must always have something to fall back on. You must never be in a position that if something happens in your life, you lose your partner or your partner sees somebody else, you need to fall back on something. So that's where the independence comes from. Our previous generations believe, no, you should zip your mouth, you just persevere and you just continue on. So there is a shift, there is a difference right now on our newer generations being more independent, actually a bit more stronger, because I think that our generations are starting to promote that more, wanting our new generation to be a little bit more independent.
Listen, yeah, I mean, I've said it before, man. I just think you should judge the person not based on the gender. And sadly, it does happen. But I must say, there's less, especially when it relates to GBV, there's less of that I hear compared to other times where I used to hear a lot of it. Now I hear very little, and hopefully nothing going forward.
Please, please, please. So we're going to move on.
So happy Women's Day on Friday.
Yes, that's right, on Friday. Happy Women's Day, everybody, and Happy Women's Month as well. So on the topic of women, Miss South Africa 2022 final, 2024, sorry people, I'm going back. I told you I'm back in June. 2024, there's our ladies. Look at that, look at that, look at that. So that's happening on August the 10th at 6 o'clock, live from the Sun International Sunbed Arena in Pretoria. So there we go. Fun fact, 3 Miss South Africa's winners have gone, this is just a fun fact, guys. So 3 Miss South Africa winners has gone to win Miss Universe. Okay. One is Margaret Gardner in 1978, Demi Lee Nell Peters in 2017, and Zonzibini, Tunzina in 2019. Zonzibini. And the honorable mention to her is that she was Miss South Africa for 2019 and became the first black woman to win Miss SA and Miss Universe in the same year. You go, girlfriend.
And I mean, I would have. Yeah, I was gonna say I would have won. I wasn't gonna win at all. Listen, I've done some stuff. I've done some stuff with Miss South Africa with the finalists and stuff, and worked with him. And with Shudu Fatsu. The year that Lalela won, Zwane, which is 2 years back. So wow, and I've actually said it on this platform. All those finalists, anybody could be Miss South Africa. What I never understood, and I never educated myself in the thing, because there's Miss Universe, and we used to do this Miss World thing, but that's still there, but I don't think we participate, or we might, I don't know how it works, or maybe a different competition decides the South African participant, I don't know how it works. And then there's the Miss Supranational.
Oh, there's quite a bit.
There's that. And then the Universe, but that would be quite something. But fingers crossed to those ladies. And you know what? We got so much, and it's so amazing. It happens in August as well because of Women's Month. There's so much of us to be proud of. I mean, just thinking back to, there was like 2 events that I had to do with the finalists. I promise you. And just thinking back, I have never met more impressive people in my life. It was so I was shaking hands of deities, man. The one was just. I was like, you done that, what?
Exactly.
It was just extraordinary individuals, and we should really be proud.
We should, definitely.
Wow. You never thought of entering?
No,
like as a child, did you ever think I want to enter?
Let me answer you that after Hubert has got a comment there. Says, Dougal, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So who's holding the beer there? Dougal, tell the honest truth. I'm giving his view after the show.
Have you ever thought of entering a...
Never, never. And reason being because I think I was a bit of an introvert. And I never kind of thought of myself as being a pretty
And your
girl.
mom... Come on. And
No,
your mom never
seriously.
went, "Hi, Rhoda, you must..."
Aye, Bobo.
Nobody ever...
Can I tell you a fun fact? My mother was that person. And she entered competition, Miss Pick Up Pay. Even now, she's Miss Glamorous Grand. She's... Me? I'm the one at the back of that light. I will not be in that spotlight. But she's a total opposite. So that's her. That's her.
There's
That's
a lot
her
of
view.
these male competitions. So I think I think we were forced to enter Mr. Sunday School or something like that. But maybe all of us were just walking around. Yeah, that wasn't. I think that's the only thing I ever did.
Ever did. I didn't even think of that concept. I never actually thought of a male competition. It's always been for me now, just sitting here, I'm hearing you now, it's actually kind of dawned on me, but I've never actually thought of it. I never even saw one. So, yeah, it's always just been Miss South Africa, Miss World, Miss Universe.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't think of that one. We should make a big thing about the men as well. Don't think it should just
No.
be the men.
You know.
Do you want to go into back to Olympics, Dougal? So our Team SA at the Olympics. What is our teams doing right now?
Well, so let's start off at like the brilliant things. Of course, with Tatiana, what she did the other night, she got the silver on Thursday week ago. And obviously medaled in the 200 meters as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Got the gold there, now a silver, and obviously she's now called time on swimming. She said, "That's it. I've been swimming myself stuck in. I want to be dry for a week or two and not be in the water." That's what she has said. But what an absolute legend.
Well done.
What an
well
absolute
done.
legend. I mean, imagine, like you got medals from the previous Olympics, you got this. This has just been fantastic. And as far as swimming goes, I think the future is quite bright for South African swimmers. That is absolutely brilliant, so very well done.
Well done.
So that is where we got. We got the silver and the gold. And then we obviously got the 2 bronzes from the sevens.
Okay.
Yeah. So the sevens got the 1.
Bronze.
And there's my man who got it in the mountain biking, the cross country as well. So that's our split of medals. Now the last time I checked, and this is now obviously I checked way before we recording the show, we were like 29th of the country, like from 1 to in order of achieving medals.
Achieving medals.
But we've got 4, and hopefully that increases.
Let's hope so.
We've got Prudence running tonight 800 meters. So hopefully that does. But the performance has been brilliant. And speaking of performance, because this has been a hot topic. This has been a hot topic. This performance, because yesterday was the 100 meter. 100 meter a final for men. You see that? That was the difference between the who came first and last. That's it.
Just act like you did it.
It was like that's it.
Are you serious?
There we go.
Oh my word.
So Akani Simbini came 4th. Now we all know he came 4th in the previous one and also in other major competitions. But what a performance. Listen, brilliant, brother. Brilliant. It was outstanding.
Yeah.
Now, what is really amazing is also the time that he did it in, which was just, I mean, you can't fly faster than what he flew faster. But when they came to the line, I didn't know who won, because they were all one line.
Are you serious?
And now they're saying that this is, in terms of the finals, in terms of the event, the actual race, this is the fastest 10 Oaks have ever been.
Oh, wow.
You know, as a collective, as a sum total, which is outstanding.
Sure.
It's outstanding. It is
Well done.
outstanding. So very, very well done. And there's been some notable other achievements as well, also on track and field, where people have been, they haven't made it, but they've achieved personal bests, and that's brilliant. And that just shows you were playing at the highest level, which is brilliant. So
exactly.
Yeah, I really, you know what I mean. But it was always going to be tough in the 100 meters to get a medal. It was always going to be tough, but. For Kani Samini to be there, man, wow, I'm so proud. I am really, really it was just brilliant. It was
So
just brilliant.
do you think we're going to be getting some more gold?
I do
silver,
think so. I
bronze?
think Prudence is going to get one in
Oh,
the
I hope
800s.
so. Oh.
I would be great if she gets gold.
Yeah.
Silver will be fine. Bronze, it doesn't matter. Will be great. Maybe one or two still coming away. I think our focus is probably going to be more on the athletics now to get one or two. We got a big team
Concentrate
there.
on that.
We've got like 150 people there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're doing well. But also when it comes to the Paralympics, the Special Olympics, we always do well, and we all know that's kind of, yeah, we do well.
Wow.
We
I know I always trust you because you know all the stats and the figures and the numbers.
No, I almost said something that would have gotten me
In big trouble.
yeah, but oh yeah. Oh no. Then we
And
do
when
well.
is that one starting? When is the
When
Paralympics?
this is all done.
When this is all done, so immediately
Shortly
afterwards.
after, yeah.
Okay.
Shortly after.
Sorry.
So no, we do well. So hopefully Prudence does something.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, that would be great.
Let's just be positive.
That
Let's
will
put
be
it out there.
great. That
Yeah.
will really be great. But also a spirit of Olympics. I mean, Simone Biles, the American
Oh
gymnast.
yeah. Have you seen her?
Yeah.
She's on another level, too, girl.
Yeah,
I'm
because
sorry.
she broke a foot though. What did she break again?
Yeah.
She's just quiet. So,
Look, I've actually been watching it, and there's some people that's actually complaining about the fact that they feel that she shouldn't be competing.
why?
There was talks on just her way she's doing it and what she's doing apparently.
She's too
You
good.
need to go and look at the videos that's happening at the moment. Some people that's complaining about her. But, I mean, I've seen this woman jump and split and, oh my word. I
3
sit
golds.
Oh, yeah.
3
can
golds.
you believe it?
3 goals.
3 goals, 9 medals so far.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
But she's done 3 goals. She's done 7 before. Other Olympics.
wow.
That takes her tally to 10.
Oh,
So now when
wow.
you think,
Gee whiz, you-
yeah, so if you now think how many people have won a lot of golds. So Michael Thorpe, Ian Phelps comes to mind. Even somebody like Usain Bolt,
Yeah.
all right, he won 100, 200 meters and he won in the relay.
Yeah.
That was it.
Gee whiz.
Carl Lewis, I think, won 4. Michael Johnson, you know, these are names that stand out. I mean,
She's got 10.
golds.
10.
Golds.
Yo.
It's a lot of medals.
Yo.
If you're from a certain area, it's a lot of teeth. I'm just saying.
That's true. Anything
Yeah.
else on the sports front that you need to
that's
tell
it,
me
really.
about?
That's it, really.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it,
So I
really.
think we
I
could
love the
probably-
stuff that you all right? Oh, listen, the petrol's coming down.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Some good news.
So I'll be filling up tomorrow to save 145. Tomorrow, no, Wednesday. Yeah, on a tank. But yeah, that's coming down, and this will take the fuel price per liter to the
Yeah.
lowest for the calendar year since Jan.
Are you serious?
100% serious.
Oh,
I read it today
wow. Oh, wow.
because I wasn't sure how much it was going down by. So I read the whole article. I know. I just look for the amount, like 10 cents,
10
20
cents,
cents,
exactly,
increased by
exactly.
8 rand 50 or however. That's normally what I look for. But this
Yeah.
time I read the whole thing.
Yeah, that's good.
Even
that's
the
good.
oak who wrote its name at the bottom, thank you.
You had lots of time on your
Yeah.
hands. Right,
Yeah,
man.
so a lot to look forward to, Rhoda. And
Yeah.
obviously, you know, I know it's a long weekend because Friday
yes,
is
Friday. Woo-woo.
Friday is the public holiday,
That's
and
right.
people will be taking off and doing all sorts of stuff. So whatever it is you do, especially if you're out on the roads, be safe
Be
because
safe.
certain parts of the country they're talking about some serious wind and weather this week.
Oh, please don't say that. I need heater road this week. Yeah, so please, guys, be careful out there. Stay
Yeah.
warm, stay safe. Please, at the end of the day, I think Western Cape especially, they're saying that it's going to be get quite cold, especially on Friday. So I think it's best to stay in bed and stay at home.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, please. Oh, I
Yeah,
think that's going to
snowy
be the
dude.
weather on Friday. So
What
guys,
is this
please.
here? Weather
So doggy,
report.
the wind.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely windy. So I believe they're saying 80 kilometers per hour. So
How
that
much?
is 80 kilometers per hour.
Where
the
is
gust
this?
of wind. Cape Town. So on Friday. So guys, that means you need to be very careful.
Did I ever tell you the day my door blew off of the car?
Don't talk nonsense.
At
Are you
Woodstock, and I had
serious?
a cut, yeah, and I got a, and you know, like between the buildings, it was like a high building, certain
Yes,
area,
yes,
and
yes.
you know, like Woodstock, like, Do you know what I mean? Like, it really, like, you know, if you drive on the freeway, the wind comes, you're like, oops, all of a sudden you're at Weinberg. So if you know the geographical layout. But anyway, so I had, and it's like it becomes a channel almost, you know what I mean? Because it channels the wind between the big buildings.
Yeah.
And I opened the door and I was like, hey, and I grabbed onto the door on top. You know where the rubber is?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because I opened the door and I had it here and it went and I grabbed it.
Gee
And the next moment, as I get up to pivot now, I get up out of the car, the gust comes, whoop, my hand cuts on the rubber, the door goes tuck, tuck, tuck. And there's the door. Now you can't put the door back because of the wind.
Oh my word.
Yeah, I had to drive through Woodstock holding the door. Like everybody thinks I'm a driving taxi, gachi, whole story, and then
But
and the hinges,
Do
everything.
they?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say now, if you covered for that, at least.
Yeah, the wind. The door.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, oh,
Dugald.
tick, tick. And I've never, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, experienced that before.
and it's like quite a story to tell. People are like nobody criticizes you. Like, you didn't brake, you didn't indicate. Ooh, what happened here?
Yeah.
The wind.
The wind.
And everybody knows it's a good story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when-
Exactly. Who can tell a story like that now?
No,
Not everyone.
and this is the thing. And when they ask, they're almost too sorry they asked. Because you know what is the story.
I think that's a wrap, Dugald.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good week. And we'll be back with you next week, Monday, and especially this weekend, whatever it is you do. Do send a moment and do take a moment just to remember what Women's Day is all about and the kind of society we want and the kind of world we want to be there and how we can positively impact that specific goal.
Yeah.
So definitely do that. And then just look after yourself and be safe.
Exactly. But before we go, don't forget tonight, guys. It is Monday. It is Mince Your Heart tonight. And my friend here, Vincent.
2 episodes to go.
We've got two
if you haven't seen this one.
So when I go home
Next
now,
week
that
is
will
the
be
last.
definitely the next episode I'll be watching, episode 12.
Yeah.
And next week is episode 13. So guys, please go watch it. If you haven't watched it and you're still going to be watching it and you're going to watch all 13, go Mince Your Heart.
Watch it, please.
Vincent, Butabi.
Yeah. Hey, that's me.
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
you, Butabi.
It happened the other day. Like somebody I did. Never mind. But yeah, somebody was like,
Butabi.
and I was like, what? Because you
So that's your
forget.
name?
Yeah, because you
Exactly.
forget that's the character. It happened to me the other day. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. So enjoy your evening and have a fabulous week. And
Bye-bye.
enjoy the Mother's Day. Women's Day on Friday. Bye.
See you soon.